Life's full of adventure. Are you ready for more? 'Cause I'm feeling something I ain't felt before. Are we gonna be friends forever? The answer is yes. Are we gonna make it together? The answer is yes. You got what it takes to be famous. The answer is yes. You don't have to ask, you don't have to ask, you don't have to ask. The answer is yes.
This is going to be a strike, Max, so make sure you get it on camera. Observe the flawless form, everyone.
I don't think I caught the flawless form. There's some kind of fog in the way. Some kind of stinky fog.
It's shoe disinfectant. I have no idea where these rental shoes have been. They've only been on this train, and it's brand new.
Ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural run of the Rabbie Burns Express from Edinburgh to Rome, stopping at Falcongate, is now boarding.
I am awash in passionate excitement to board this modern super train.
Focus, Alia. Keep an eye out for people trying to steal this.
Your vigilance causes me chuckling amusement. We are security professionals and our priceless cargo is safe.
Joe, I don't know who your dad's business connection is who got us these seats, but he's the finest man who ever lived.
I have got to get a seat like this at home. Chair lies flat, chair sits up. Chair lies flat, chair sits up. Chair vibrates. Ow!
Is Max all right?
Surviving so far. Feel funny, folded.
Hey, Polly, you should do a report about how your news chip is trying to pick my pocket. Come on, let's have it back.
I need something more dramatic than that, or I'll be off the air. Well, there are 2 private security operatives on this train. Ooh, that's dramatic. Actually, no, it's not. They're secretly transporting the Royal Medallion of Robert the Bruce. It's priceless. Oh, that's dramatic. No, it's not. They're delivering it to Falcongate. It's been bought by Mr. Dunstan. I don't know what's dramatic about that.
Max being turned into a pretzel would be a grabber.
Not exciting enough, I'm afraid. I just have to hope that before we get to Falcongate, something dreadful happens. The Dunstans are here. That's pretty dreadful. Ew! It's the Currans. I guess they'll let anybody on this train.
We're the Dunstans.
Our father's rich. He has a priceless medallion on this very train.
I'll bet you don't.
Max, you look so uncomfortable.
Here, let us help. Now you'll be able to see how silly you look.
Please take your seat. The Rabbie Burns Express is about to depart.
Everything seems to be working.
We're terribly sorry. We forgot to return your cheap little camera. You should watch it. You can see your face turn red. Look.
I have had it with those Dunstans, and I'm ready to take them down a peg. Look, this little baby has all the latest in practical joke technology. The Dunstans will never know what hit them. Watch this. Listen, Blaine, we've had our disagreements in the past, but I say we let bygones be bygones.
Whatever, but it's not legally binding.
Oh, it didn't work. It should have given him an electric... Ow! Shock! Ow!
Timmy, here's something. The Currans seem to be onto something. We'd better go see. It's okay, you can bring your crossword puzzle.
I am in distress. I require assistance. We have been victims of an outrage. The key to the handcuffs is in my coat pocket.
It looks like someone hit you on the back of the head. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm Little Red Riding Hood. La 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 la.
All right, you just sit there with a cold cloth on your head.
We were both struck. I entered the compartment at 10:03. I saw David handcuffed. Then someone hit me. The rest is silence.
What about our daddy's medallion? Where is it?
The medallion has been stolen.
Stolen? That's a huge story.
Yeah! That medallion is a gaudy symbol of our father's wealth. This is a tragedy.
I am overcome with grief.
I don't see any clues.
La 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 la. Hoo-hoo.
Let's give up and play video games. Look how wedged in this sink is. To hit David from behind, the culprit would have to be left-handed. I saw that. I didn't think it was important. Cranberry juice. It got on the culprit's shoes.
I say we follow the footprints and see what they tell us.
I'll meet you at my grandmother's house. There it goes.
I will find a doctor to make sure that David is all right. I am paralyzed with concern.
La 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 la. Hoo-hoo.
These are the same size as my dad's feet, 11 and a half. It's the most common shoe size. He's very proud of that for some reason.
You're wasting your time. We've already solved the mystery.
You said the thief is left-handed. Polly Lucas is left-handed. So you think the first left-handed person you see is guilty? Yes, it's quicker that way.
Works for me. I bet she hid the medallion in that chimp's pocket.
Prince Extremely Hairy is a good pickpocket. Maybe they've embraced a life of crime. No, they wouldn't do that.
Come on, let's go frisk that smelly bag of monkey hair right now. Hey, don't! Well, he didn't really want to be frisked.
Maybe she hid the medallion where she was sitting. Let's go and check.
Before you go, perhaps you'd like some delicious chewing gum to help you concentrate. That's joke gum. It was supposed to turn their mouths all black.
Like that?
Ew! I guess I gave them the lure pieces and got the joke piece myself. These practical jokes are complicated.
Finding the medallion's going to be a lot more complicated. The footprints end here.
There's no way we can search all these bags. Maybe we don't need to. Look what Timmy found.
A cufflink? That's a very stylish thief.
This is the logo of the British Organisation of Boxing.
We have a passenger list here. Hey, Jerry Peterson is on board.
Petulant Peterson? He was the heavyweight champion 5 years ago. You know what he was famous for?
Having a lousy nickname?
He was a southpaw, left-handed. Boxers are almost never left-handed. Mr. Peterson, we know you're in there. We have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
In a very polite way, so you don't clobber us with your ham-sized fists.
Hey, come back here!
Ow! Yes!
Hey! Oysters! Hang on, Ali! Keep hanging on! I need some light! Okay! This train's really swinging now!
Watch out!
Doggy.
All right, Petulant Peterson, we want to know why you stole the royal medallion of Robert the Bruce.
The royal what of who the what?
Don't play dumb, because you're much too big and muscular for that. Where were you at 10:03 this morning?
I was getting a personal tour of the engine from the guard.
Oh, then why did you run from us?
I didn't want anyone to know I was in Vicar Hartley's compartment.
Oh, yes? Why not?
I'm making a surprise appearance at his charity ball for underprivileged children when the train arrived in Rome.
Why keep that a secret?
Because it's a surprise. If anyone found out I was with the vicar, it wouldn't be as much fun for the children.
Well, we don't want to spoil the surprise. We found this in the luggage compartment.
Oh, that's where he was. I went there to get some balloons from my bag to make a balloon animal for a sick child. Poor little Nipper.
Oh, we're sorry if we messed up your charity thing and that we accused you of being a criminal.
No hard feelings. In fact, how'd you kids like to take a few pictures with the champ?
Great! Oh, but hang on, I'm running out of tape. I need to erase some old footage.
Erase the bit with me trapped in the chair. That stuff's embarrassing.
Hey, look at this. Polly left the passenger car at 10:01. The medallion theft happened at 10:03. Oh! Then look.
Then she came back 5 minutes later looking pretty upset. Could the Dunstons be right about Polly?
It doesn't seem possible, but she is left-handed.
And she says she's desperate for a big news story.
I just have to hope that before we get to Falcongate, something dreadful happens.
A priceless medallion being stolen is a huge scoop for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made an emergency stop due to a small kitchen fire. Please evacuate the train.
Another thing about Polly, she seems to be running away from the train.
My apologies. In my fever of suspicion, I must electronically search each and all.
Could you hurry? We think we're close to solving your mystery.
Great. I am deluged with satisfaction. I will report this to headquarters. David, take over for me.
I brought you a basket of goodies, Grandma. Woo-hoo. My, what big teeth you have.
Oh. There.
There's someone at the top. Maybe Polly's going to meet an accomplice.
Not a very safety-minded accomplice.
Climb that tree! That wasn't so bad. Except we're right back where we started! I'm very glad this place had a vegetable cellar.
Me too. Carrots are very high in vitamin A and good for the eyesight.
Have they helped you to see that the train's getting ready to leave?
The doors are closing. Polly's going to get away.
The luggage compartment door is still open! Made it!
Yes.
All right, time to deal with Polly.
I know who stole the medallion. What?
Oh.
So my bait worked. See, Polly, I lured you here with the old escaping banknote trick. I finally got the hang of a practical joke.
Pathetic. So, are you ready to confess?
Confess what?
I hate to say it, Polly, but it kind of looks like you might be... Oh, how can I put it? A criminal? We're sure the thief was left-handed. You're left-handed, and you disappeared from your compartment just before the theft.
I took Prince Extremely Hairy to the loo. He's prone to train sickness, and he'd eaten a bad banana.
Well, that's pathetic. Trying to use a monkey as an alibi. Why don't you just come clean? Get out of the way! It looks like the bad banana's coming back.
Yuck. Maybe you two should come clean instead. Well, at least your clothes.
I am done investigating. Where's the nearest bathroom?
I don't know, but I get to use it first.
Interesting.
What? The Dunstan's covered with monkey sick? That's better than interesting. That's great.
Nice one, Dylan.
And it confirms Polly's alibi. Prince Extremely Hairy really did need to go to the boys' room. Or the chimp's room. Like Polly said.
Sorry we suspected you, Polly.
I almost wish I had stolen it. Talk about a great news story. Although, reporting on myself from prison would have its drawbacks.
Can we get back to our investigation? What's actually interesting are these footprints. We thought they led from the compartment to here, but they're darkest here, and they get lighter as they go to the compartment.
That means they started in the luggage compartment, and then the thief walked backwards to make it look like they were leaving it.
That also means that Aaliyah lied to us about how the robbery happened.
Ah, the intrepid investigation, children. I palpitate with frenzied excitement to discover what you have learned.
La 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 la. I saved my grandmother from the wolf.
A doctor examined him and insists he'll be no more soon. I eagerly await his restoration. Till then, I fill out reports on the theft.
Well, we have a few questions we'd like to ask. For example, do you think this lipstick is a good color for me?
It ravishes the eye and delights the senses.
Well, that's all the questions I've got. Let's go, guys! Aaliyah's left-handed. She was filling out forms, and the ink was all smudged on her left hand.
So?
My friend Courtney's left-handed. She always gets smudged when she writes, so I tossed Aaliyah my lipstick to test.
And she caught it left-handed. She's a southpaw too.
Something she conveniently didn't mention when we said that David must have been hit by someone left-handed.
So she could have conned David, then taken cranberry-soaked shoes to the luggage compartment.
And walked backwards to create a false trail. Then she grabbed the medallion and hit herself to make it look like she was a victim.
But they obviously weren't her shoes. Her feet aren't that big.
Bowling shoes! That's what I smelled in her compartment. That awful disinfectant spray from bowling shoes.
Size 11.5 is the most common size. They have dozens of pairs.
So if Aaliyah wanted to hide her pair, she'd probably put them right at the back of the shelf. They'd go and use the longest. Look at the soles, they're red. And I bet she hid the medallion in the toe of one of the shoes. No, nothing but sock lint.
Oof! Mustard, nice and spicy.
The snack bar!
It better be in here, otherwise I'm ruining a lot of innocent mustard. Got it!
I assume it's more impressive when it's polished up a bit.
Let's hope so.
So, you stole the medallion and hid it in the mustard, and left false clues to make yourself look innocent.
And since Polly was just climbing that hill to get a better cell phone reception, I bet you caused that rock slide.
To crush you to bits so you could not investigate, but you eluded the rocks, causing me sadness and frustration.
Now that we know all this, what makes you think we'll let you get off the train with the medallion?
Your question engulfs me with turmoil. Fortunately, I have prepared an escape plan which involves you falling down.
Anyone else getting tired of being thrown to the floor?
That road doubles back across the train track a mile west of here. If we can get there first, we can cut her off.
There. I've always wanted to use one of those.
At this rate, we should get to the crossing by next Christmas.
We need more propulsion. Give me a hand with this tarpaulin. Oh!
Let's go.
Oh, it's a wastewater tunnel. This is not going to smell good.
I'll go first. I've got Midnight Jasmine and Cinnamon Mystery.
Which way should we go?
The arrival of the Rabyburns Express in Falcongate has been dwarfed by the theft of the priceless royal medallion of Robert the Bruce.
My medallion was stolen? No! No!
Don't worry, Father. We weren't harmed.
Fat lot of good that does me. I didn't pay £3 million for you.
Time for my practical joke kit to do its job.
But those practical jokes haven't worked very well.
Depends on how you use them.
Constable Stubblefield, arrest that woman.
Rightio.
Don't you want to know what she did?
Oh, we'll get around to that later. On your feet, you!
We'll just take this.
Whoa! Oh, thank goodness. My medallion. What's that smell?
Mustard. The medallion was hidden in some.
No, it smells like monkey sick.
That's us, Daddy.
Oh, well, you might want to stand downwind a bit.
And so the biggest news story of the century has a happy ending as the medallion of Robert the Bruce comes home safely.
Alia was the thief? She conked me on the head? Oh, I don't think I like her anymore.
Thanks to you children, I remain both wealthy and happy. And as my little way of saying thank you, thank you.
As the Rabyburns Express continues its journey, the unsolvable mystery has been solved by the Kirins. 5 sleuths destined to become very famous indeed.
Wicked!
Yes!
Do you want to be famous? Are we gonna be friends forever? The answer is yes. Are we gonna make it together? The answer is yes. You got what it takes to be famous. The answer is yes. You don't have to ask, 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 you don't have to ask.